Manuel, I like you, man. So Talo, the striker, of course, replace. Oh, there's Asmojan won't be taking a penalty.
He doesn't want anymore, I think. It's at the World Cup, no?
Yeah, I think that you've got to make a good call there, actually, Freddie.
Anyway, we have to respect that. I don't know if it's his call or his coach, but obviously now this is very tactical.
And Gervinho going off for Talo. It's strange. Well, he's not a renowned penalty taker, is he, Gervinho? Let's face facts in the eye, but there you go, it's finished for him. Chance for Ghana. Oh, that's a very poor pass. Looking for the penalty, no. Just making a good pass back. That's not bad at all. It's the 1-2. Oh, that's not very good at all there. Well, there it is. John Boy can't do anything with that, and the referee blows that. It's the end of extra time, and we will go to penalties. 0-0 after full time, 0-0 after extra time. Penalties it is in just a few more minutes, and well, who knows? Will it be Ghana? Will it be Ivory Coast? Well, just looking at some of the information from this match, you can see that there were a number of yellow cards. Tierney, Seri D, Cannon, Bailly picking up yellows. Ghana were impeccable when it came to their disciplinary record. And watching on from the Presidential Tribune, Jerome Valka, the FIFA General Secretary, is out of his seat, watching down. President Obiang and of the Republic of Equatorial Guinea, and also Sepp Blatter, the FIFA president. So it's Ghana who will start off the proceedings, and up comes Wakaso, of course that player with the beautiful left foot, up against Barry Copa for the first penalty in this penalty shootout in the Africa Cup of Nations. Wakaso takes it and he nails his opening penalty in the left corner, kisses the ground, and he's one happy man for the time being. And he couldn't really do much about that, could he, Barry Copper?
Yeah, perfect. I wouldn't say perfect, but the goalkeeper chooses the wrong side, that's it. And of course there is a little bit of luck in penalty shooting, but I think he gave the right amount of pace to the ball, so he can score.
Wilfred Boney, a known marksman, a fine scorer, comes up against Bremer, Razak Bremer. He looks up.
Takes his momentum a little bit straight to the ball, so it's difficult to predict.
Oh, it comes off the crossbar, Wilfred Boney. Well, is the penalty shootout hoodoo coming back to haunt Ivory Coast, I ask myself?
Technically, his movement is a little bit more risky, because we can see that he takes his run straight to the ball almost. So it's deceiving the goalkeeper, because he doesn't know which angle the ball is going to take. But it's also risky because you don't have the same stability when you shoot the ball, but unlucky.
He just opened the foot up, didn't he?
Exactly, last second.
That's risky. Not even Socrates would have done that in the heyday with Brazil. He's got his own style. We don't talk about that at the moment. So, as you can see on your screens, Ghana have a 1-0 advantage. Avram Grant, yes, slightly pensive, I think. And next up comes Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew scored for Ghana in their last match, of course, against Equatorial Guinea.
Yeah, again, he's used to score penalty, but it's not the same thing. Now it's the final, now it's the penalty shooting. It's not in the match,
Jordan Ayew to take her to a lead. Oh, it's very cool. Look at that. That was Mr. Cool.
He take it very good.
Yeah, and that's smart, isn't it? That's smart play. I think that he watched the goalkeeper, you know, and just left it as late as possible.
Exactly. Some of the penalty shooters, some of them have got this ability to look at the goalkeeper and let him do the first step, left or right, and choose to play the other side. And it's a very technical, and you have to really keep your nerves when you do that.
So, next up, Tallow. Tallow came on for the last few minutes. Very fresh legs. Tallow to score the first goal. He's missed it. He's missed it. It didn't even hit the target.
Yeah.
Ghana are 2-0 up. It's a repeat scenario from the third place playoff in Malabo yesterday.
Yeah.
2 misses from Equatorial Guinea.
Exactly. It's not done yet, but obviously now who's gonna shoot? I think this is, I can say,
Well, I think it might be Andrea, you know, or actually Pong.
Yeah,
Who else is? I haven't seen anybody else take a penalty. I'm not too sure. Well, who we got? I think is that
Isn't that number 6?
Yeah, Aqua.
Yeah, it's Aqua.
You're right.
And obviously, if he scores now, it's going to be it's going to make it very complicated for the Ivory Coast to come back.
Yeah, they need something from Barry Kogba. He needs to pull off something extraordinary. Agua to put Ghana 3-0 up. Oh, it's a great save from Boubacar. Barry Copper comes to the rescue.
It's still possible for the Ivory Coast, and yeah, now we're gonna have Serge Aurier taking his responsibility.
Yeah, well, Serge Aurier, this is a big penalty for the Ivory Coast. They haven't found the back of the net yet. 2 misses, Tallow and Boney. The Elephants need to find a bit more acceleration and get themselves back on track. This is a vital penalty for the Elephants.
And Serge Aurier has done a fantastic tournament, and of course it would be very disappointing for him if he missed this one.
The PSG right back, Serge Aurier. Oh, it goes in. That's a great strike from Serge Aurier. Very composed. High up into the left-hand corner, and Braemar didn't have a chance.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop this goal. And yeah,
There's the replay. We can see that.
Yeah. Really,
that's how you've got to take penalties. I mean, come on.
It's always a bit risky to take it up like this. You know, you're always a bit afraid of taking it over the crossbar, but he's done it perfectly.
Yeah, look how happy the Paris Saint-Germain right back is. Right midfield, right winger, I don't know, whatever position.
Right, everything.
Yeah, exactly. Is everything right? Well, now we've got Achiampong, Frank Achiampong, the Anderlecht man, with the left foot. Oh, he's missed it! Achiampong's missed it! And now the Ivory Coast have a chance to equalise. Extraordinary. And the Ivorians are going absolutely insane, and I can understand why.
Again,
that was poor, wasn't it?
It is difficult to understand because you take the same players and you know they take these balls on the training ground and they score all day long. But with the pressure, it's something completely different. And I'm telling you, walking these 50 meters, 40 meters to get to the ball, it's something quite special, you know. So you have to remain very quiet and composed.
Well, here we have the chance for Ivory Coast to try and it's Doumbia, I think.
Yeah.
Doumbia with a chance to fire them ahead. Look at that, it's a cracker. It's an absolute beauty of a goal. What a wonderful penalty that's been taken by Doumbia.
Yeah, so we can see another technique. Oh no.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good. In celebrating that, he's injured himself.
When did he get injured?
He just injured himself by celebrating, I think, because he's always down in that corner. Maybe we can see if there's a camera angle. But Barry Copper is in a right state. Has he twisted his ankle? Oh no, it's okay. It's just cramp. It's just cramp.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not okay because cramp hurts.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I thought, was he just like falling over or something? But
it was strange because he was not doing anything. So I think it must be a cramp. Yeah.
Well, that's
So Dumbia's penalty, straightforward. He didn't want to take any risk. He wanted to go 100% for it. Big power, and that's it, back of the net.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you need to get it away from the goalkeeper. I mean, there are different ways of taking penalties. Personally, I prefer the force thing in the corner.
Yeah.
But not too high. Just hit the corner at the either side. I think that's that's the safest bet. But
exactly the safest, but the most risky. If you bend it a little bit too much or open your foot a little bit too much, you may miss it. But obviously, on the side is not bad.
Massive responsibility for Marseille's Andre Ayew to move Ghana 3-2 ahead. Andre Ayew, the pressure is there. He takes it. Oh, it's as cool as a cucumber.
Almost like his brother with the other foot.
It's true. It's true. Well, that's nice. That's nice to see. 3-2, and Ghana move ahead. Look at that. Struck him the wrong way. It was quite central, wasn't it, really? Straight down the middle. Sometimes you can do that because goalkeepers like to choose their sides, but you've got to be very sure of yourself.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that.
It's funny, this image we have now, Andrew Ayew doing a little bit of trash talking. We see this more in basketball, for example.
That's true.
But it's nice because it has been done with respect, and we could see both of them laughing afterwards.
Oh, the big Man City man, the captain, Yaya Toure with a great strike, and we're back all square. And it's going to sudden death. Wow. Incredible scenes. Well, we expected a nervous scenario. Yaya Toure just talking to his #1 Barry Copper, and Hervé Renard. Yeah, it's divine intervention now, isn't it? I think that's all you can say. It's beyond their control. There's nothing you can do.
Exactly. Look at the pace of the ball. You can never get this one.
You see how it sort of just spins. It's like a meteorite going up into no man's land in deep outer space. Incredible strike. Yaya Toure. Well, we saw how he struck the ball when he scored that beautiful goal in the last match.
Exactly.
Oh, how hard did he hit that? So, sudden death it is. Of course, it was always going to happen. And next up, Jonathan Mensah. Jonathan Mensah, the central defender. Plays in Evian for France. 44th match, only 1 goal scored. Mensah with a good strike. Falls down to the ground. He was lucky there.
He's been lucky. I think he's slipped.
He was going to do a David Beckham, I thought.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and Andre Ayew, he's slapping his chest. They're loving this, aren't they? It's all about, getting the psychological advantage over your opponents. It's all mental now, isn't it? There's nothing not mental about this.
Yeah.
How many penalties do you practice during the week, or if you're a striker?
Yeah, it depends. When I was playing in Seville, I was taking all the penalties, so I had to practice during the week.
Yeah.
And depends, yeah. And when you have a competition like this and you reach quarter-final, you have to practice with the whole team.
Salomon Kalou, Hertha Berlin man, the former Chelsea man. Here he goes. Kalou with his shot, and his penalty goes into the corner. And again, we are back all square. It's all a question on who misses now.
Yeah, he opens also. He takes the same run as Bonny, but he decided to put it down low and with less power.
who's going to win the 2015 edition of the Africa Cup of Nations, the Orange Africa Cup of Nations? Well, we still don't know. They're tied. And sudden death, 3-3 in normal time. Now it's 1 each. There's a chance for Ghana to go 5-4 up. And the penalty comes in, and it's it. Oh, that was very close, wasn't it? That was very, very close indeed. And Aubameyang finally gets his shot past Bremer, past Barry Cooper.
Oh, he's very close, yeah.
Playing with fire. Obviously, yes. Well, the Udinese man scoring his 11th goal in 60 matches. Aubameyang. Next up is this man here, Kolo Touré.
Yeah, I would like him to score. He's a nice man and a friend.
Kolo Touré! Oh, it's a nicely struck penalty indeed. Very well hit. Drilled into the left corner.
Yeah.
5-5. Where's this going? I'm not going to go back and look at the different scorelines and penalty shootouts in the past, especially our one back in 1992, when the Ivory Coast won. You start talking about that, it might finish that way. I just don't want to. It's the commentator's curse, if you like, Freddie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they must be very, very scared right now. They last time they practiced that, they lost.
Yeah.
So I don't believe in this kind of repetition of bad luck or whatever.
I totally agree. It's against Zambia in 2012, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Penalty shootout for the Ivory Coast, and then 2006. Right, next up, Afel, the Esperance man, based in Tunisia. Afel's strike is, oh, it's neat. That's neat. That is very cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Again, this is the third or fourth player who decide to take a straight run to the ball and open the foot last second, and it's very close to Boni's penalty, very similar, but this one just under the crossbar.
Fans are making a lot of noise. The atmosphere is electrifyingly tense here in the Estadio de Bata. We're nearing, well, we don't know where this is going. This could go on all night, couldn't it? I think, Freddie, it's possible. Okay, well, next up, Cannon. Oh, Cannon by name, Cannon by nature. What a finely drilled shot into the top corner there. And 6-6, and it's now up to Ghana. The pressure is on Ghana now.
Yeah. As it started, you could see the Ghanaian team really take a big advantage and a big option on with the victory. But now all the penalties are taken very, very nicely.
Of course, they've got to go around and around. It depends how many penalties will be taken. You know, everybody can get has to have a go now. And next up is Baba. Baba to move 7-6 ahead. Baba's, oh, it's a nicely taken penalty. The hesitation this time, we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. Now the rules and I mean regulations on the penalty shooting is very strict. You cannot stop just before shooting. You can stop in your run, but not when you shoot the ball. So you stop it before, you see?
Yeah, you can't actually be on the penalty spot and then just wait.
Exactly.
Yeah. And also, I've been impressed by the goalkeepers. They haven't moved, before the ball's been struck. So there's been respect. Now the referee can also, get them to take the penalty again if they're. But you can move from left to right, but you can't come forward. Is that correct, I think?
You can move a little bit on your line.
Yeah, but you can't move forward.
Exactly.
Oh, again. Slick. It was only one step back. I mean, it's just, we'll see that penalty taken again by 7-7. They're trying to be calm, aren't they? It really is it's a mental game now.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Takes,
Don't miss.
yeah.
Just don't miss.
He takes his penalty with one step.
That's rare.
Yeah, that's rare, and he has to show big composure to be able to do that, especially with his age. I think it's really nicely taken.
Yeah, but he does have the little advantage of having legs as long as those of a giraffe. But yeah, Bailly, how old is Bailly? He's only 20, the Villarreal man. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Well, 7-7. And next up is this man here, John Boy. John Boy, the pressure is on. Ghana. It's moving 7 ahead. A strange runner. Oh, it's a nicely taken penalty. That was cool. It was very strange though.
Yeah.
Do you see the way he did his little movement around before? It was kind of like a rugby kind of, like, a run up to kick.
Yeah, a bit strange, and Barry was close again. Was very close.
8-7. Oh, he knows that as well, doesn't he? Right. And on we continue.
Yeah.
On we continue. Oh, Javino, he just can't even watch, can he?
Yeah.
I can't blame him. I wouldn't want to watch. Just wait for the reaction. He knows when the Ivory Coast have won. There's no doubt about that. Serie D next up. What a great competition. Stuttgart, man. 20th match. Focus, concentration. Pick your corner. He knows where he's going to hit it already. Logically. Serie D needs to score this. We're talking about sudden death here. Misses it and they lose.
Yeah.
Ghana.
Again, straight run.
Serie D. There it is. Oh!
He's done a zigzag run. This
Yeah,
is the first time I see that, I think, yeah.
Ever in the history of football. Oh my word. It's nerve-wracking in the commentary box, but I can't even imagine what those guys are going through. That was really bizarre, wasn't it? Very strange run.
Oh, yeah. This is
Slalomed his way to the penalty spot.
So whatever happens now, we have something historical happening in the final with this penalty shooting.
That's true, absolutely. Torino refuses to watch. He's actually looking at us, Freddie, Jorginho, to see how we react, Well, we're neutral. Oh no, this goalkeeper against goalkeeper. This is going to be important. Worrying? I don't know. Oh, it's been saved! It's been saved! The Ivory Coast are on the verge of victory, but Jorginho obviously wants his team to be very calm because it's not over yet. They've got to fire in. They're winning now. And it comes down to the goalkeeper. It's incredible.
I don't know if he has some cramps or if he's...
Oh, he's just over the moon. Oh, his hand. Is it his hand? I don't know. Well, that was a great save. He came off his line quite quickly.
Really nice.
Did he come off?
Yeah,
He was off his line. It was actually, he was too quick off his line. But the Ivory Coast, look, well, they may be able to repeat the same scenario. They fire in this penalty now to send themselves through to their second title. He's not in a good state. He goes down and he's holding his wrist in the replay. You saw that, Freddie? And now he's in a bit of a state. And he has to... Well, luckily for him, he might not come into use. I mean, it depends. But the fact is that if the next penalty's missed, they'll need him. It's tense, and there's such a tense atmosphere here at the Estadio de Bata.
Barry himself.
And it's now it's the turnaround. This is just, it's a horrible scenario. It comes down to the goalkeepers, doesn't it? That they know that destiny's in their own hands, and this man can win it for them. Barry Copper, the goalkeeper for the Ivory Coast. Plays his bubbling Lockeren, comes up against Kramer. Barry Copper to win it, and he scores and sends the Ivory Coast to victory. Wow, he's the hero twice over, and Ghana have lost again in the final of this competition after that disappointment.